What's up, guys? My name is Itsuman Singh, and welcome back to the podcast. Not your average Desi Brown Girl. I am back with another episode this week, and it's going to be this episode is going to be the nittiest of grittiest of the episodes I've ever done. So we're gonna go deep. We're gonna go a lot into mental health and breakups and finding yourself and identity crisis and all of that in this episode because I feel like it's the end of the year. Sometimes these things happen, unfortunately, from time to time. But I guess it's better to face them now than later. But yeah, but I also definitely think it's really important. We're gonna talk about mental health, breakups, and a bunch of other stuff on this episode. So I'm gonna go raw on this episode and be like raw. So like raw, like my raw emotions, my raw thoughts, not filtered, not like that, because I feel like it's a little bit hiding. And this podcast is sort of my way of being like real to the world, showing who I really am, because I guess I feel like I hope it's not just me, but people tend to hide who they are in real life. So we're not gonna do that today. We're gonna come out and you're gonna see the real me, because you guys have seen the real me, but you guys have not seen the real me. You've seen the version of me that's being so powerful, but who's tired of being powerful. All right, let's start out. Yeah, so let's talk about all that stuff. And yeah, so a little bit TMI. If this stuff starts to tell you guys a little bit, it's a warning. It's about like self help, not self help. Like it used to be uh like not pain hurting. It's like hurting, like self hurting, like self harm. Yeah. So it's like self harm, a little bit of depression, a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of like all of that stuff. So a pre-warning, guys, it's a little bit, some of this episode may be triggering for some people and for not all, but there is a trigger warning on this for self-harm, for anxiety, depression, and any of those things that I suffer with. And some people are okay with, like I am okay with talking about, not everyone will be, so I'm just going to be putting a trigger warning in before we start this. But yeah, so let's talk about mental health for this month, because I literally feel like I'm not gonna lie. I feel like my mental health has definitely gone down a little bit in the past couple months, where I'm just like, I'm not yearning. Well, it's kind of like yearning, but not really yearning, but it's actually yearning. Like, it's the need to want to feel accepted. And I know it's fucking weird to say that, but like, oh, you have a good life, you have everything's great, but it's a yearn to feel, because let's be honest, being alone sometimes helps, and sometimes being alone doesn't help. So like, um, let's start out with this. So recently I recently I was broken up, but not recently. It's been a while, but it just feels like recently, because I remember when it first happened, I kind of shut down. It was with my partner of a year, and I remember I did give myself the time to heal, but healing isn't linear. So linear healing isn't linear for everyone. So like for me, I know linear healing isn't linear. It's like literally zigzag. It's like I'll be healing one day, I'll be crying one day, I'll be fucked one day. So it's like really one of those things. Healing is not linear. So after I got dumped, I kind of took some warning time, and I really thought I could handle it. All of the things I did, like I could handle everything, but turns out I couldn't, which is, I think it's okay. I definitely say it's not okay, but just the handling part was so hard for me to do. So I know it's just me. Linear healing is linear for me. So I remember the first 2 days. So I also want to preface this. I'm not trying to make myself. I don't want to make it seem like making myself a victim to be here. But also, like I know me and my partner, we did take some time away, obviously, so we knew that wasn't gonna work out, and we just did it for our own safeties, not our own safeties, for our own reasons, because we knew it was gonna work out, and none of us wanted to hurt each other any longer than we already have had. So, I don't know how long the healing process takes for a lot of people, but I know for the both of us, it kind of hurt a little bit. But I know after that, I kind of needed to recharge, focus on myself a little bit more, in that sense of things. But I remember, it hurting a lot. I remember hurting a lot, and it did hurt for a really long time. It does still hurt me very much, but I think it's the fact that I have to make peace with it. I remember I went out that night, because I think, funny story, I think I did, so my friend also and I got broken up on the same day, which totally sucks. It sucks because breakups are hard because no matter if the relationship is abusive or toxic or good or bad, I think it still hurts. So I think I was in a really good relationship at the time, but sometimes things aren't meant to be, or sometimes they don't work out, or sometimes things get in the way and you can't fix it. And it took me a lot of time to make peace with it because it was like, oh my god, I'm all alone now. And I never liked being alone ever since I was, I think, probably 15 or 16, because truth be told, actually, before I met my partner, I didn't have any friends about a year ago. We're going to talk 2021 or 2020. Around the year 2021, I did not have that many people around. I had my best friend who I love to death. I love her. She is automatically godmother of my children's future. So I love you, girl. I love you, bitch. Don't hate me for this. I I've never, I've always been alone, if that makes sense. Like, I never wanted to be alone after that because I was alone for so long that I kind of learned to self isolate too much, a little bit too much, a little bit too often. And ever since I was 15, I had to deal with some shit when I was 15. When I was 15, this is gonna go public, so I hope I don't, like, I really don't, and so yeah, it's gonna go public, it's gonna go raw, so I'm gonna say this, and I'm just not gonna give a shit. So when I was 15, my mom got cancer when I was younger, so she had breast cancer when I was 15, so I was, I think, a sophomore in high school. At that point, everything changed in my mind, in my body, mentally, physically, like, my life just changed, so I kind of think it also made me to force myself to grow up a little bit bigger, not bigger, a little bit faster, because I think that the responsibilities fell on me, and I think all that anxiety and depression kind of thing fell on me. Like, it just totally fell on me, and I think that it kind of sucks. It really sucks because I think that knowing from what happened in the past when I was younger, I have abandonment issues because everyone, all my friends left me because they would pity me, or they were like, she's too depressed to go out, like that kind of thing. And I am upset that people would think that I'm too depressed to go out. It's not that I don't want to go out, I just don't have the mental capability. I'm going through so much, and I think at that time I was going through so much, and I was like, I don't know how to move on with my life because it hurt really bad. um but yeah, after, so from the ages of 15 and 17, 15 to 18 actually, I never really lived. I never really lived, and living was one of the things I was supposed to do because I was young. You're young, those are your prime years, I think people like to say, before you actually have to face adulthood. But I never got a chance to live. I never not got a chance to do all the fun stuff that all the other older kids did, like go on trips, go to block parties, go to the park, go to freaking concerts. I never had that because I was the girl at home taking care of her sick mom. And I think it took a toll on me. So I don't blame my mom. I don't. I think that I kind of hate life right now because life for the past couple of years, life just seems to throw me in this loop where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna give you some pain. Here, take some pain. So life is gonna give me pain, and I'm gonna give you pain. I'm gonna give you happiness at the same time. Like, I think that that was the idea. That was the universe's idea, life's idea, God's fucking idea. But I think somewhere something went wrong because, truth be told, I was in pain. I was tired. I was sad. I was lonely for so many years. I think I felt like civilization had moved on without me, and everything was so, like, so fast that I was like sensitive to it. And I think that's one of the main reasons why I think that, let's be honest, around the holidays I don't do well. I really don't do well. But obviously it's about to come out in this episode. And I kind of think that I have to connect it to a breakup. So my partner was really good. So let's preface that he was a good guy. I loved him, and I really think that, whatever happened, I respect decisions. I respect his decisions, and given that, I don't really think I could hate anyone, hate him, or the reason why we, aren't together anymore. But I will always have the person in my heart, which I hope to find it's weird because, as everyone knows, that breakups are not easy. Like, breakups are hard. They're very hard. But the thing is, if I have that person still in my heart, I still have their good intentions in my heart, and I still have the good memories there. But I don't feel it. I feel it, but I can't act upon it. So I think that's kind of weird. So they think the whole thing with me getting used to this breakup, it hurts a little bit because I mean, I don't know, it came out all of a sudden. And this guy I really liked, I really loved. Like he was genuinely my first boyfriend ever. He showed me the real ropes, truth. He showed me how to really just be me. Maybe I self-sabotaged it for all I know, but I'm hoping it really wasn't me that self-sabotaging because he was so nice, he was so sweet, he was so kind. He felt perfect. But I don't think anything in life is perfect meant to be perfect for me because let's be honest, a year of good things, the universe does not want me to have. The universe will try to screw that up. And the universe did it, and the universe fucking won because now I'm all alone in this shit time, but I do hope and I do wish well on other people because, you know, um, they're good people. Everyone just has their tough times, but I just think it's so hard with this breakup is that getting used to the whole fact that I can't be there for that person anymore because it's not that I have any emotions connected. I will always have my emotions connected towards this person. Like I can't shut my feelings off like that. I'm still going to care in the future if you're fucking dying or if you're like hurt or if you're in pain, like emotionally or physically. I will still be that person, which I kind of find as my red flag. Um, yeah, I just find it really bad. It's like one of those red flag things where it's like I will care already, even though you're in the future, you're with someone. I will care for you that way because you treated me so well. I think I don't want to keep a bad image of you in my head. So I think that's what hurts right now because I think getting used to the whole idea that they're no longer yours or you no longer mean that like that to them and it hurts. And I want to know that I meant enough for them to realize that you know it's not you. We're both messed up. That we both needed some time apart or like something like that. I wish that was the case, but I'll never know because it just happened all of a sudden. Now on to the part. So I think obviously with the breakup, it has a lot of its pain and it's emotionally, physically, it takes a toll on you. Like I remember for like a week, I was like, "Oh my God, yay, I'm single! It's so much fun." It was great. Like I was like, "Oh my God, that's so cool! I'm free. I'm alone. I gotta go wherever I want." But then I think I lost that part of I lost that part where the sex started to get boring. Like I used to just like, not sex. What I meant to say was the companionship of every other guy was so nauseating that I couldn't handle it because I wanted my former partner back. I wanted him back, and I wanted his like what do you say comfort, his warmth. I wanted his um thing. I didn't want anyone else's um warmth. And it was weird to say that because now I don't have it. And it feels strange and weird. So then you feel things in the weirdest way. Like I remember I felt empty. Like empty as in like hollow. Like I swear I just didn't feel anything. I was empty. I was so empty that I would refuse to get out of bed. I would watch TV all day. I would just study. I eventually made it a priority to hang out with my friends at least once or twice a week because I was so hollow and I didn't want to feel hollow anymore. And I kind of used them as a training wheel kind of thing, as something to hold on to until I was ready to like, like when babies walk, like they hold on to like a table or something. I really was like, you know what, I need that crutch. I need that crutch. And then I got that crutch and then I thought I was good enough. So then the self-harm started coming back to me where I didn't eat. I would think really suicidal thoughts. So a little bit of background, guys. So TMI, if this is a little bit too much, so it's a little bit warning, guys. This is gonna be a little graphic, a little fucked up, sort of topic. But just to warn you guys, if it is, please press X, stop watching, like get off it, like block this video or not block, but just don't watch this. Leave it dislike. I really, just I used to be really bad at self-harming myself, whether it was physically, like I had suicidal thoughts. I've been suicidal since I was 15 or 16 years old. I don't remember exactly how old I was. I was very suicidal for years. It took me a couple years to get over those suicidal thoughts because I remember I tried ODing twice and I fucked up because when the second time I OD'd, I almost OD'd. I remember when it happened. And I remember when it happened, and it wasn't too long ago. It was 2022 because of I was in that weird phase. It's not weird phase, but I wasn't in the best mental health space, and I hurt someone. And this person, I'm not gonna say their name because I'm not gonna put names out there, like no names. I'm not gonna name names because I don't think I could ever name names. But yeah, I hurt someone for that, and then after that, I was like, I have to get better for myself, and I got better for myself, and I've been better since then. I may have fallen off. I didn't fall off the wagon. I might have fallen off the face of the earth, not physically, like rhetorically, like image wise in my head, because I was alone for like 2 weeks in my house, sitting and watching Netflix all day. But I think that's when I do have suicide thoughts. So at this point, I was kind of alone. I thought it was good, but I wasn't because I had these thoughts in my head for so long. And I still have them in my head, but I think it's the hard part about controlling them. Like, I used to go to the gym to control these thoughts, these negative thoughts. They're like, you know what? If you weren't here, things would be so much more better. No, it's not that I want to, it's not, no, like, the thing, it's like, I still want to be here, but I just feel like I'm not here physically. And I think that's what hurts because I want to be here, and being here physically just seems to put a drain on my body because I don't know. I really want to be here. It's not that I want to die at the age of fucking 19. I still want to be here. I still want to live. But if I feel like I'm just passing time because that will to live will be there 1 week and then 1 week it won't be there. And it kind of just sucks because I just want to be happy for once in my life. And things recently have been not going well. So, like, I mean, that's one of those things. And I remember going to the gym, hanging out with friends, working out a lot, giving into my like um cravings, all that. I decided to do everything in order to get rid of those feelings, and then eventually those feelings never stopped. Those feelings were still there. I even resorted to getting 2 tattoos in order to ignore that pain mere hours after it happened. I even got 3 fucking piercings, 5 piercings, literally just to feel the pain, because I will stand the pain of a piercing than the pain of my heart breaking, my heart shattering, my body giving up. That's because I was so willing to do anything. I was willing to fucking dye my hair. I was willing to do anything to get rid of the feeling, even if that's that little rush of dopamine to get my body to be like, hey, you're okay. You'll get through this. I was so willing to do anything. But then also with I believe, piercings are concealed self-harm. It's my way of coping. But it's so hard because I try not to do those things. And it's so hard not to because the pain is unbearable. It's debilitating. Like, given that I haven't lost everything this year, but I feel like I've lost so much this year. I lost so much. Like, recently, this isn't very personal, but I feel like it's my podcast, so it's gonna be super personal. After 4 years, they found a tumor in my mother's brain, a couple spots, and her spine. And it's like my whole world comes crashing down, and my anxiety comes so controlling, so debilitating, it breaks me again. And actually, funny, so I wrote a poem about it because this poem is not about a person, it's about anxiety. It's because when things like this happen, I don't know how to take control. I don't know how to relax. It's been a couple days. I'm still processing this shit, and it hurts because I don't know how to actually process it. And it absolutely hurts my entire well-being because then I don't eat because of stress or nervousness, or I'm scared that I'm gonna lose my mom at some point because everyone thinks about that when they have a cancer-ridden mother. Um, sorry, not sorry. That was a little morbid, but it's like one of those weird things. And recently this year, anxiety has debilitated me so much where I can't move on with my life, and I think I deserve that right to move on with my life, but it's so freaking weird. Like my mental health, I'm trying to get used to it, and now it hurts. It all just hurts. So, I mean, it's kind of one of those things. But back to less morbid things. No, it's very morbid, but I think mental health and all the nitty gritty things. I think that right now in life that we all have our goals to look forward to some things. Like I am looking forward to this finals season being over. I'm looking sort of things. I think it's really hard for the winter season. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's not just me, but for everyone who is struggling with anxiety, depression, um, suicidal thoughts, ODing, like any of that stuff, it's so something else. But what I want to say in this episode was like this. So like the reason why I started podcast is like me reflecting, me bringing out me, being a little more me because I don't talk that often with people. I'm so quiet. I'm like a lower of the lowest of people, and I normally never do that. But I'm gonna say it now. I think that I think that it's just so far for the past couple of years, I haven't been happy, I haven't been things, but this podcast is mostly reflective. But for this year, it's also, I think I do need to work on a lot more this year because I think with my breakup, it does hurt. Breakups do hurt. So guys, just to say, breakups hurt. Breakups obviously hurt when you really cared a lot about that person, and I cared so much about this person forever. And believe it or not, Believe it or not, they don't hurt as much as life, but I think it just kind of intertwines the way with life works because life will break you. And when life breaks you, it's hard not to give in. And I haven't given in for a really long time. So I think that obviously this holiday season is really hard for some people. It can be debilitating on our mental health, not just mine, probably everyone's. And I think it's really important to just sort of like take the time and just be like, not self-conscious, be like, hey, I'm gonna take some time away. But I think that's one of the things which hurts about a breakup because also the fact that for some people anxiety and depression and those feelings just come back. It kind of hurts equally as more because it's just you feel alone. Like right now, I'm so close to being emotional, but I don't want to be. I don't want to, but breakups hurt because you're just. It's like it's not like I had a will to live more or less likely. Um, it's just that I put my entire heart into it, and I think it's just one of the reasons why I was doing better in life. Probably not, but I think it's one of the main components as an adult, like as a 19. Like I'm 19 right now, so almost 20, and I feel like I've been robbed of my entire child, not my entire high school career of fun and being with other people than other than being alone. So I think it was kind of scary at that moment in my life because I was like, oh my god, I'm alone. And let's be honest, being alone isn't necessarily bad. It's just because you're like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do now? I don't know how to deal with things. I'm so like out of shape, out of wind, and like I don't know. I just think it's supposed to hurt, but I don't know. I think the pain's supposed to be normal, but I do want to apologize to my former partner for hurting them in the past because I think this is kind of a reflection episode kind of thing. All of that, but they do hurt, and the thing is, I feel like healing from a breakup will take forever and ever if it does because I really did like my partner so much. I did not like. I love. Oh my god, this dry cough's killing me. I did like my partner enough at this point, and I feel like it hurts just because I'm a people person, and I like to take care of my people. And now, if I can't take care of any one of my people, it hurts. So I feel like the breakup will always hurt. I think it's the fact that it happened, and you're like, fuck, like absolutely fuck. So yeah. So that was today's episode. It was a little bit dark. It was a bit something. But I promise you guys, the next episode is going to be really fun. It's going to be like the weird things behind dating apps. And it's gonna be really fun. You guys actually are gonna get 2 episodes next week because unfortunately, I am going on a cohort's trip to India soon. So that will be explained in the future reference. So if I don't come back married, it would be this mission. My mission of escaping success is great because if I have to, I'm gonna reference something. I'm gonna reference Namaste London. I'm gonna put in the link. It's this movie where it is of, but it's really good. But yeah, so that I'm gonna reference that. But I will be going. I will be traveling for the next month, from January to February, I believe so. So I don't know how much I'll post, but I know I'm gonna have 3 more episodes coming up for you guys. So I am so sorry that you guys are. I'm so sorry about that, but I will see you guys in next week's episode and that week, and the second one before January, for the New Year. And happy holidays, guys! Merry Christmas! Christmas is literally coming too close. It's coming very close. It's like on Saturday, I think. I don't know. I think it's Saturday, but it's Friday, Saturday. Merry Christmas, guys! Happy Hanukkah! Like every happy holidays, because I feel like we're gonna be cheery today. Be cheery today. But yeah, I hope you guys loved this episode. If you guys have anything, if you guys want to talk to me, my links are in the bio. Yeah. I hope you guys have a good day. I hope everyone has a good end of finals. If everyone's finals are finished, I'm hoping so. But yeah, there we go. Have a good day, guys.